Hey guys, so another book haul. You've probably guessed it. I'm here with a special guest, this little boy. You probably haven't seen him. I showed him in videos years ago, like when I first got him, but he is almost 5 now. It's been so long. And they're just watching me film. Gypsy's over here. She doesn't want to come closer, but she's watching. So today I have some books that I got at the library book sale and books I got at the thrift store. So I'm just gonna go through them real quick. Some of them I don't know much about, but yeah. First one I have here is Lord of the Flies by William Golding, and I did not own this and I read it in high school, but I want to reread it, so I wanted to get it for my collection, and it's literally in brand new condition, so excited to read this again. And these next two books are the second and third book to a series, and it is The Story of a New Name and Those Who Leave and Those Who Stay. And these are the two books that follow My Brilliant Friend, I think it's called. I have it on my shelf, but I really want to read it soon. If you've read that series, let me know, because I know Max from Well Done Books, which isn't on BookTube anymore, but he's still on Goodreads. I know that's one of like his favorite books, My Brilliant Friend, and that's the second and third book. But if anyone else has read it, let me know. This next one is Fingersmith by Sarah Waters, and I've heard good things about Sarah Waters. I haven't heard much about this one though. I've heard about Affinity the most, but this is Fingersmith, and this one was shortlisted for the 2002 Man Booker Prize. So I'm really excited to get into this, and I don't know much about it, like I said, but if you do, let me know in the comments. This next one again is a Man Booker Prize winner for 2007, and it's The Gathering. I remember I had seen this before, but I never thought about getting it, but when I saw it at the library book sale, I was like, I gotta get it. And maybe like the person who donated those books was the same person. This next one is 3 Cups of Tea. This one was recommended to me on Goodreads when I don't remember what it was. I added something to my TBR on Goodreads, and this came up as a recommendation, and it says one man's mission to promote peace one school at a time. And it's about this man. He is a mountaineer, and he comes across this village after he fails to climb K2, and he decides to come back and build a school, and he starts building all these other schools. So yeah, seems like a book that's gonna make me cry. This next one, I've read a book by this author, and I've read A Man Called Ove, and this is my grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry. Oh, Baxter's crying right in front of me, but I don't know if this is gonna be a good one. I know some of his books are hit or miss, so let me know if this was a hit for you. So this next one is Conversation with Friends by Sally Rooney, and it looks like it's an arc, and I didn't even realize it was really an arc because it's like a little small circle right here. But yeah, I'm like excited to read this too, because even though I wasn't like a super fan of Normal People, it was still like the perfect read to get you out of a slump or like a one-day read. I think I read it in a day or two. So I wanted to check this out, just like, I don't know, in between like tough reads. I think this will get me out of a slump. This next one I actually owned. I think it's either back at home or maybe I accidentally got rid of it. I don't know, but it's The Time Traveler's Wife. And this I tried reading in high school, and then I, for some reason, DNF'd it. But it's been a long time. I think it's been like 10 years since I tried to read it or something. So I definitely want to try again. This is a favorite book for a lot of people, including one of my friends, Keisha, which she has a channel too, so I will link down below. She said this was one of her favorite books, so I'm excited to get into this. This next one, I was really excited to see it there, and it's White Noise. And this is a classic, and it's this beautiful penguin edition that I've seen on Book Outlet and other booktubers have. And yeah, I know it's supposed to be like a classic and kind of like spooky kind of. So this next book I've seen on YouTube, I just don't remember whose channel it was on, but it's called She's Come Undone by Wally Lamb, and it seems like a coming of age book. This 13-year-old girl and her life as she grows up. I remember wanting to read it, so I'm excited to get to it. This next one is actually going to be my in-person book club book for the month of November, and it's the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. And I saw there was a Netflix adaptation, and I think that's why I wanted to read the book. But then when someone mentioned it at book club last month, they were explaining what it was about, because I didn't really know what it was about, and it sounded really interesting. It's about this woman and this guy, from what I remember her telling me, and they're writing letters back and forth, and he's on this island, I think it was. I don't really remember, but I think he's on the island and she goes to the island to meet him. But it's told in letters. I feel like in book club we read a lot of sad, like depressing reads, but this one is, I feel like, isn't going to be as sad and depressing, and we're going to watch the movie, so I was really excited to see that it was at the book sale. This next one I was also excited to see because my friend said it was one of her favorites, and it's State of Wonder by Ann Patchett. I know they go into like the Amazon jungle, and I think one of the scientists gets injured or something, but this was a really cool edition, and I'm excited to check Ann Patchett out because I have yet to read anything by her. This last book is the book I was most excited for. I couldn't believe that it was at the book sale, and it was brand new and no one had gotten it, and it's The Secret History by Donna Tartt. As you saw in my September wrap-up, which if you haven't seen it, I will link it down below, I talked about The Goldfinch and how I really enjoyed it, so I was excited to read Donna Tartt's other books. And The Secret History, I know, is a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people like it way more than The Goldfinch, so I can't believe it was there. I'm really excited. I want to read it really soon because I feel like, I don't know, I really enjoyed The Goldfinch, and I feel like this is going to be even better. So those were all the books. Definitely let me know if you've read any of those so we can talk about them down below in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts. And if you plan on reading any of these, or maybe if you want to buddy read something, let me know. And yeah, I think I have, let me see, I have 2 more book hauls and then I'm all caught up. So I'll see you guys later in another video because I have to go hold this boy now.